I saw this YouTube video the other day from one of my friends on Facebook, and it was like a cell phone video that somebody recorded of the TV. It was a BBC interview with this General Secretary of the Royal College of Nursing. And it was a pretty grainy video. It's kind of hard to, I have it here, I'll show you. This is the video, and it's, you know, it's out of frame because it's a video of a TV. So what I did was, I did a little research, and I actually found the a better quality, the actual, you know, like a HD quality of this video, and I transcribed what the interviewer and the person being interviewed said. Now, the person that made the YouTube video took something that the person that was being interviewed out of context. She was nervous, and she said something, and it's pretty clear to anyone that really wants to know the truth what she meant to say and what she did say. So this is my, you know, I actually wrote out exactly what she said, and this is the big problem right here. We haven't infected enough of the population with this virus. That's what she said. And okay, so if she meant to say that we haven't infected enough, that means that she's in on some big freaking scandal, right? She would have to be one of the insiders that knew that we being them, they were infecting a bunch of people. But for those of you who don't always believe, just because somebody makes the title, she slips up, we didn't infect enough of the population, automatically that allegation was made by the video. If you're out looking for information that's going to confirm your biases toward, this is all a big freaking, you know, New World Order freaking scheme or whatever, then you're going to want to believe that kind of stuff. Me, however, I'm one of these people that kind of thinks shit through on my own without using the title of that video to confirm any biases that I may or may not have. So the first thing I did was went and looked at this other guy's videos, and he's like, he doesn't have many. He's got 3, 4, 5, 6 videos, it looks like. No, he's got a lot more. The recent ones are all COVID related. He's got a 5G thing, you know, that's another one of these scandals or whatever. And I didn't browse that much of what this J. Don was who posted the video. So let me lay out the interview, and I'll put a link in the video so you can go watch it for yourself. I'll even maybe post the transcript that I made of the conversation. This is what was the deal. The interviewer wanted to get the opinion of this woman, Donna Kinnair, on whether the government should be testing only the healthcare workers at that juncture. I didn't look up the date, I should have. Or should they be testing all of the essential workers? Because the plan from the government's perspective was that they were going to test all essential workers. Well, the nursing lady comes on, and what she wants to do is she wants to advocate for her people, her healthcare workers, and that they should be the ones that are given priority with the tests. So she says, I think at this stage where healthcare workers are given priority, because it actually, let me read the question that the woman asked. She says, do you think that healthcare workers, no, I have to back up. I'll just read the whole thing she said. Matter of fact, I'll bring it up on screen for you. I wonder, how do you feel about the government's plan to test all essential workers? Do you think that healthcare workers should be given priority, or do you think this is right? So those are the two options. Do you think we should be testing everybody or just the healthcare workers? So what Donna says was, I think we need this stage this stage where healthcare workers are given priority. So her answer is given up front, that they're the ones that should be given priority, and then she gives her reasons, because actually it's healthcare workers that have been providing the care. So I'll just take my example today. I've been at the Nightingale Hospital. It took me a while to figure out what she was saying there. The Nightingale Hospital, and actually, in order for us to go there, we do have to be tested. If we're showing symptoms, to be able to not take time off and to be able to deliver the right care for our patients. So she's laying out the groundwork for why it's really important for the healthcare workers to be the ones, if they're rationing testing, or if they don't have enough testing to go around for obviously the entire population, or the essential workers, or the third option, which the nurse lady is in favor of, just they should be given priority. Okay, she goes on to say, but just reference to your earlier conversation about lifting the lockdown. Now that's important. We're talking about lifting, they're already talking at this juncture, while this interview was going on, about lifting the lockdown. Now, if you wanted to lift the lockdown, there are certain things that you probably want to have in effect. And what she says is, we know that we haven't infected enough of the population with the virus. So, oh, she said it. She said it. But let me ask you this. Would it make sense if she had said, well, if we're going to lift the lockdown, we know that we haven't tested enough of the population for the virus yet? That would actually make sense. If that's what she meant to say, well, we probably shouldn't lift the lockdown until we've tested enough of the population. Would it make sense to say, we're not lifting that lockdown until we infect more people? It's like, just listen to what she says. Okay, then she goes on to say, for the lifting to be successful, we need not only to be able to test, I put the capitals there, test healthcare workers, but also be able to track and trace patients or people. Not just patients in hospitals, but people outside the hospital, or people coming into hospitals for various other reasons. So her position is, we have, if we're going to lift the lockdown, we're going to have to test damn near everybody, is what it seems to me like she's saying. But then again, I'm one of these naive people. So who knows?